This is Primi, a monster with inhuman reaction time, dodging an almost perfectly thrown KO flash in his first ever match of VCT. Even though it's been over a year since this happened on stage, this clip is honestly one of my favorite highlights of all time. It's a raw demonstration of human reflexes at the highest level of the game. Even if you've never thought about it before, a fast reaction time is something we all naturally yearn for as Valorant players. Think about the types of shots you could hit. Imagine never being caught by a flash again. You would be untouchable. Yo, I'm Corey, and when I first started playing Valorant, I placed in Iron. I had a reaction time of 260 ms, and whenever I saw clips like the ones at the start of this video, I would literally think that they're cheating. My first instinct told me that they were faster because of their genetics, talent, or expensive setup. But in the last 4 years of playing, climbing from Iron all the way up to Immortal with hundreds of hours spent in aim trainers, I now normally get around 160 ms on reaction time tests, and I think I finally figured it out. In this video, I'm going to show you not just how pros react faster than you, but how you can react just as fast as them. In the context of Valorant, there is so much more to how pros react than you might first initially think. Yes, your raw reaction time is a factor, and I will explain at the end of the video how you can bring that down. But the truth is, factors such as sound cues, visual cues, timing windows, and even just having good mouse control can all create the illusion of having an impossibly fast reaction time. Maybe you've seen these clips from Fluorescent before, and if not, you might have never even seen anything like this. I mean multiple clips shooting raises out of the sky or jets mid-dash. It seems impossible to be able to react this fast, this consistently. Let's take a closer look at one of these clips and see what information Floor is using in order to make these shots easier to hit. So starting with the shot on Jet entering in, there is a lot to break down here, but I want to start with the most important thing, and it's this concept of pre-moving. So if you've ever played online chess, you would know that a pre-move is an input made by the player during their opponent's turn, which automatically is executed after the opponent moves. And the pre-move only goes through if the move that you're making is legal. So in this case, if Jet didn't do the dash, then Fluorescent wouldn't have made the flick. I know it seems dumb, but this is the best way I can explain this concept. Fluorescent is ready for everything subconsciously. Her brain has the exact mouse movements, the path, the distance, and the velocity all lined up before Jet even dashes in. So if you're wondering why you can never react to anything in your games, chances are you're trying to make every single move in the moment instead of making some pre-moves. If you're still a bit confused on how you can apply this concept to yourself, then don't worry, I'm gonna explain everything later in this video. And by now, you're probably thinking, how does Fluorescent even know to pre-move that flick? And here is where what other YouTubers have told you before actually come into play. The visual stimuli of Jet throwing a cloud burst. The C's landing on the right to indicate a fast exec. Previous rounds where Jet's probably dashed at that exact spot. All of this is enough information for Fluorescent to make the pre-move. And that's the same case for most of these other Fluorescent clips. Look at this one, 𝐬𝐬 plus satchel noises. Using the directional audio from the satchels, Fluorescent pre-moves this flick. Almost every single Jet will dash into their own smoke, and it seems that Fluorescent has kind of coded this into her brain. When she sees a Jet throw a cloudburst, she is immediately primed and ready for when the Jet dashes. Honestly, this is more of a clip farm thing than anything, but that's just what makes it so cool to watch. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is something 75% of Valorant pros do. It's called having a Zowie monitor. And that's why I'm so happy to tell you that this video is sponsored by Zowie. Before you skip ahead, just hear me out. I've been using a 400Hz monitor sent out by Zowie for 2 months now, and the gains have been absolutely crazy. I've gotten my reaction time scores nearly as fast as 10s with zero training, been enjoying hitting high scores on every reactive scenario on Kovacs, and having a high hertz monitor seemed to have fixed a stuttering problem that I had on Valorant, but that could just be me. High hertz is definitely the future, and Zowie's monitors are always ones that you can trust. The Diac 2 technology makes fast moving objects clear instead of looking smudgy and weird, which helps with accuracy when tracking. And other than that, there's just a lot of practical features, such as being able to adjust color vibrance and even having a black equalizer setting. If this sounds like something you want to experience for yourself, then click the top link in the description and check out Zowie. Again bro, I've really been using a Zowie monitor for 2 months now, and I can confidently say that it's the best monitor that I've ever used. Now, back to the video. While Fluorescent's clips showing off her reaction time are impressive, if we're being honest with ourselves, 99% of us can't do what she does. The reason that I picked her for that section is because she has the most flashy application of pre-moving. But I want to show you a realistic example of how you can use pre-moving in your own games. In this section, I'm going to tell you how you can react faster to enemy utility.
see how I broke the dart, right?
No, I did. I wasn't watching.
What?
Pro players actually pre-move decisions on what to do in response to a lot of enemy utility, like Sova darts and Fade Eyes. In their scrims and actual matches, there are set rules on who is going to break the utility, but in ranked, there's no such thing. We all know that util needs to get broken, but what actually ends up happening in a ranked game is chaos. Your brain goes through deliberation. Instead of a seamless dart break, you stop and think if you should be the one to break it or not, and then you flick to break. I mean, it kind of makes sense because you have 4 other teammates and most of the time they're in a better position to break the utility than you are. But you have to realize that they're going through this same thought process, and it's delaying their reaction as well. Usually, by the time someone shoots the dart or eye, the scan already went off. But by pre-deciding that you will be the one to break the utility whenever you can, you will be able to react to it instantly without the step of deliberation, and it'll save you hundreds of milliseconds. Sure, you might die here and there because of it, but it's better than letting your entire team die because you don't want to break the dart. So to do this effectively, at the start of each game, all you need to do is look at the enemy team comp and predict all the types of utility that will show up throughout the game. Then, at the start of each round, think about when each type of utility is going to be a problem. Briefly imagine what it will be like reacting to every type of utility. This could be doing a 180 to dodge a flash, or flicking to break a dart behind you. This is actually all there is to pre-moving. Once you have thought about what's likely to happen and how you're going to react to it, it will be in your subconscious and you will be ready to react to when it will appear. I know it literally sounds like magic, but this is how our brains work. Eventually, after hundreds of hours, this is going to be an automatic process for you, just like it is for pro players. Now, in the last section of this video, I want to explain how you can bring down your visual reaction time. This is the score that you get on the human benchmark. You might have heard that this doesn't actually matter in-game, and that might be true to an extent, but there is a pro that abuses his visual reaction time when it comes to angle holding. I'm talking about Primi, the guy at the start of the video. If you look at these clips carefully, you will notice that he isn't micro-adjusting for a lot of these kills. Compare that to someone like 𝐬𝐬, who micro-adjusts on almost every kill, and you will begin to understand that Primi is a reaction time based holder. So how do you actually improve your raw visual reaction time? If you're an athlete, you will definitely know about most of what I'm about to tell you. The most important things that you need to lock in on if you're serious about improving your reaction time are sleep, cardio, diet, hydration, and your equipment. Get 8 hours of sleep and have a general set bedtime. Play some type of sport or at least hit your 10k steps a day. Avoid junk food and make sure you're staying hydrated throughout the day. All of these habits are scientifically proven to improve your visual reaction time. But in order to help that translate in-game, you're going to need good equipment. This includes the monitor and the mouse. In general, most gaming mice will do the trick and they're way more responsive than office mice. Now, choosing between gaming mice or polling rates, I don't personally believe it matters that much. But having a high hertz monitor is definitely very helpful, so you can check out Zowie, who sponsored this video. They have really good monitors, and it's the one I personally used to reduce my reaction time by over 20 milliseconds.